But with that, obviously, Ecosocialism 101 is a rather large topic that we're going to try to cover in an hour. With that, we will get started and get rolling. Ecosocialism 101, an introduction to ecological socialism and green political thought. An outline of today's presentation, we're going to talk about what is socialism, Marxism and other socialist views on capitalism, outline of historical socialist thought and debate. So we're going to give you, kind of this history, socialist movements in history, and then kind of lay that foundation for where green socialist thought and where eco-socialist thought came from. And then we're going to get into, what the formation of modern eco-socialism and where do we go next. So the goal of this workshop is to develop a shared eco-socialist terminology and a historical context that we can use to have deeper conversations. But we think it's important that we get, that background, that historical context. And it's really important, I think, as Greens and as leftists, that we develop a common language, right? A common historical understanding. Because often we have these debates and what we learn is we don't actually believe the same fundamental things, right? We have some glaring differences. And that leads to conflict where we're kind of engaging with the conflict at the top level, but it's really a foundational level.
Yeah.
So we
come from we come from different backgrounds, and especially if you've done any reading on socialism, there's different entry points. So everyone kind of comes with a different background, and then we start talking past each other. So it's nice to be able to have terminology where we can kind of clearly grapple with the real issues.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Murray Bookchin later, but Murray Bookchin was a big influence on the Green Party and the left flank of the Green Party, and was a big advocate for developing a common understanding and developing a common foundation. So that's kind of that idea was kind of the impetus for these 101s.